What if the most valuable company in e-commerce isn't the one selling products, but the one helping everyone else open their own stores? Around the world, millions of entrepreneurs dream of launching an online business. Yet many of the largest companies in digital commerce never manufacture products, manage warehouses, or ship inventory themselves. Instead, they build the infrastructure that allows thousands of independent businesses to launch, operate, and grow from a single platform. In today's digital economy, one storefront can generate revenue, but a platform that creates thousands of storefronts can build an entirely different kind of business. For decades, starting a retail business meant finding a location, renting a building, purchasing inventory, and investing significant capital before the first sale ever happened. The internet changed where people shop. Cloud computing changed how stores are built. Today, launching an online business no longer requires building software from scratch. Instead, entrepreneurs subscribe to platforms that provide the essential infrastructure from day one. Websites, payment systems, product catalogs, customer management, and digital storefronts can all be delivered as a service. Commerce has evolved from building individual stores to providing platforms that create stores at scale. The business engine behind this model is recurring subscription revenue. Instead of relying on one-time software sales, the platform earns predictable monthly or annual income from businesses using its infrastructure. As more merchants join, recurring revenue grows. That revenue funds better features, stronger security, improved performance, and continuous innovation. Those improvements attract even more businesses. The platform doesn't need every customer to become a global brand. It succeeds by helping thousands of businesses operate reliably through a shared infrastructure. Business engines create value. Architecture allows that value to scale. When entrepreneurs create an online store, they usually see a website, a product catalog, and a checkout page. But beneath that experience lies a sophisticated architecture. Multi-tenant infrastructure allows thousands of independent businesses to operate on the same platform while keeping their data isolated. Subscription systems manage billing automatically. Domain management connects each business to its own brand. Payment gateways process transactions securely. Administrative tools monitor the health of the entire ecosystem. Customers see a storefront. Platform operators see an infrastructure capable of supporting thousands of storefronts simultaneously. To see how these concepts come together, let's examine today's architectural blueprint. DOKANS is one example of a multi-tenant e-commerce platform available on Envato Market. Rather than viewing it as a complete business opportunity on its own, think of it as a blueprint that demonstrates how modern commerce platforms organize subscriptions, storefronts, customer management, and shared infrastructure. Similar architectural patterns can be found across many SaaS commerce platforms. The lesson isn't to copy one implementation. The lesson is to understand the architecture that allows one platform to support thousands of independent businesses. At first glance, this looks like software for building online stores. But from an architectural perspective, it represents something much more significant. It is a system designed to create businesses repeatedly. Every new customer doesn't receive a copy of a website. They receive access to an entire commerce infrastructure. Store management, product catalogs, payment processing, customer accounts, subscriptions, and operational tools are already organized into one reusable platform. The entrepreneur builds a brand. The platform provides the foundation. That's the difference between selling software and delivering infrastructure as a service. Notice how this business grows. Traditional software companies often depend on selling more copies of a product. A multi-tenant SaaS platform grows differently. The infrastructure is built once, then shared securely among thousands of customers. Every new subscriber increases recurring revenue without requiring an entirely new system to be developed. As revenue grows, the platform can improve performance, security, automation, and user experience. Those improvements attract even more businesses, creating a powerful cycle where the platform becomes increasingly valuable as its community expands. Many entrepreneurs focus on building a successful online store. Platform companies think differently. They focus on building the environment where thousands of successful stores can exist. Individual businesses may succeed or fail. Consumer trends will continue to change, but the infrastructure serving those businesses continues creating value every day. This shift from operating a business to enabling businesses is one of the defining transformations of the cloud economy. The greatest opportunity isn't always becoming another merchant. Sometimes it's becoming the platform every merchant depends on. DOKANS is only one example of a much larger movement in software. The same architectural principles appear in website builders, booking platforms, learning management systems, CRM platforms, AI services, project management tools, and countless other SaaS businesses. Although these products solve different problems, they all rely on a common architecture, one infrastructure serving many independent customers simultaneously. Once you recognize this pattern, you begin evaluating software differently. Features become secondary. The real question becomes whether the underlying architecture can scale efficiently while continuing to create value for every new customer who joins the platform. The companies that shape the digital economy rarely win because they build a better store. They win because they build the platform that allows thousands of stores to exist. The digital economy has quietly changed one of the oldest ideas in business. For generations, success was measured by how many products a company could manufacture or sell. Today, some of the world's most valuable businesses follow a different philosophy. They don't focus on selling more products. They focus on enabling more entrepreneurs. Every new business launched on their platform becomes another source of innovation, commerce, and economic activity. The platform doesn't replace entrepreneurship, it multiplies it. And that may be one of the most powerful business models ever created. If you're exploring opportunities in digital commerce, don't begin by asking what products you should sell online. Ask a more strategic question. What infrastructure could help thousands of other businesses succeed? Platform companies think beyond individual transactions. They design systems that reduce technical barriers, simplify operations, and allow entrepreneurs to focus on building their brands instead of rebuilding the same technology over and over again. When infrastructure becomes accessible, entrepreneurship becomes scalable. If today's architectural blueprint gave you a new perspective on SaaS commerce, you'll find the reference link in the description below. Explore the product page, observe how the platform is structured, and compare it with other multi-tenant commerce solutions available on Envato Market. Don't evaluate it by asking whether it has every feature you can imagine. Instead, ask whether its architecture demonstrates the principles that make cloud platforms scalable, maintainable, and capable of supporting thousands of independent businesses. That's the perspective architects use when they study digital systems.
Behind every successful digital platform is an invisible architecture that quietly enables countless businesses to grow. Technologies will continue to evolve, new tools will appear, consumer behavior will change, but the principle remains the same. The companies that create the greatest long-term value are often those that build the systems others rely on every day. That's why this series isn't about reviewing software. It's about decoding the business architectures shaping the future of modern civilization. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe and join us as we continue exploring the invisible systems behind tomorrow's opportunities. Until next time, keep learning, keep building, and remember, wealth is not built by working harder, it's engineered through systems.